Hello, today we're going the lesson 21, the 21st lesson. So today we're going to have a kind of self-test. You're going to test your knowledge, asking and answering this question. I'm going to play a part of Mr. Green, a kind of Green, Steve Green. So, answering this question, I will answer this question. So it will be a kind of prompt how to answer this question correctly. So let's get down to the questions. What's your name? My name is Steve. What's your last name? My last name is Green. How old are you? I'm 50. Where are you from? I'm from USA, Greensboro. Have you got a family? Yes, I've got a family. We're 5, нас 5. Me, first you should start with your first member. It's your wife. For instance, I've got a wife, 3 children, and me. My wife's name is Catherine. She's 43. She's an engineer. She's got blonde hair, blue eyes. She's not tall, of medium height. My 2 sons. The first son is John. He's 23. The second son is Emil. He's 14. And the last son is Peter. He's only 8 years old. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have got. I used to have 4 siblings. I had 2. I had late brothers. They died many years ago. And 2 sisters. They are alive. My older sister, she's 48. She's got her own family. Actually, she's an engineer. My younger sister is Julia. She's a nurse. She works for the big company. Do you have any pets? Yes, I've got 1 pet. It's Zoma. It's a mouse. Have you got a friend? Yes, I have got actually a lot of friends, but my best friends are my sons, with whom I share my secrets. I confide to them my secrets, and we discuss my problems and their problems. And I want to be their friend, and I always try to help them not only by advice, but also money, as you can guess, and other things like that. What is your favorite color? I'm sorry, I missed number 9 because I have already described you. My best friends are my sons, and why I describe you? Because I mentioned I confide to them my secrets, we share our problems and try to solve all our problems together. So that's why I come to number 10. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is actually colors. I like yellow. My son make me to like yellow. I didn't used to like yellow, but now I like yellow, green and blue. So, why? Because yellow, it makes me a little bit alive. Green color makes me a kind of to be quiet, relax. And blue color, color of sky, which just please me, which make me joy, which brings me a lot of just pleasure. What do you do? Where do you work? I'm an English teacher. I work for the university, and yeah, I like this job actually. Tell me about your working day. Okay. Actually, I get up at 6 o'clock. Then I make my bed, go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I shave and take a shower. Then I get dressed and go to the kitchen. I have breakfast in the kitchen, and about 8:30 I leave my home for work. It's 9 o'clock, my work starts, and I teach students. And at 1 o'clock I have lunch. It's a kind of lunch. I leave work for my home at about 6 o'clock in the evening. I get home, have supper, and do my English exercises and preparation for the next day. Then I usually watch 1 or 2 English films. It makes me relax and forget all problems I came across during the day. At about 11 o'clock I usually go to bed. So, do you go to work? Do you go to work on Sundays? I don't go to work on Sundays. Sundays is a day off, and I spend my Sundays as I usually want to. Watch films. In the morning I go to the church. Then I come back home. Sometimes I cook or my wife cooks, and we have a morning breakfast, and then my wife goes for a walk with her friend, and I continue working with my English, doing something, and then I usually watch TV, 1 or 2 films in English. Of course, I don't watch, very rare I watch Russian films, mostly English films. So that's Sundays I usually spend. So number 14. When do you go to work? When you go to work, do you account for traffic jam? Of course, actually, as for me, there is no problem with traffic jam because I get home by bike. I ride bike every day, every season, any weather. For me, there is no bad weather or cold weather, because while you're riding a bike, you get hot. You can even imagine what pleasure can I get, particularly riding the bike in winter. Where do you live? As I told you, I live in Greensboro. It's state of North Carolina in the USA. It's comparatively, I wouldn't say it's a big city. It's a kind of a town, but the population, I think, over than 300,000 people. Do you live in a flat or house? I live in a flat. but I always wanted to live in a house, because when you live in your house, you've got a private land where you can spend your time during spring or summer, where you can crop or plant any, maybe you can make any beds for flowers. Okay, house is house. You've got only 2, maximum 3 neighbors, no more. So in a flat you've got a lot of neighbors, and sometimes the neighbors sometimes don't care about what you feel. They can do whatever they want, shouting, smiling, laughing, making a lot of noise, smoking, and this is not good about living in flat. But actually flat is perfect. You've got all modern conveniences, cold and hot running water, electricity, internet, toilet, it's inside. Then you've got, maybe I've got a big balcony, and what else? That's all modern conveniences. That's, of course, if it's a private house, you can get a lot of modern conveniences as well. So the next question, I have already, 17, I have already answered you. What food do you like? As for me, I like very simple food, maybe boiled potato, and after that it's fried in oil, and sometimes I eat with carrot or without, it doesn't matter. But my best meal I like, or food I like to eat, is apples. Okay. Have you ever been to a party? Have you ever been to a party? Actually, I have been to a lot of parties, and party usually doesn't bring me a lot of pleasure, because I have to smile when I don't want to. I have to be polite when I want to be. Of course, politeness is a good thing, but I want sometimes to have private space, to have private time, and nobody bother me, but it's impossible. And my wife, she likes parties, so I have to escort her every party she goes. But I hate parties. You can't believe me. And I told you, because a lot of people noise, they bothering you with question which you don't like to answer. They want to find out some your private information which I don't like to tell. And actually, by nature, I'm a secretive person. I don't like to tell people about my problems or share my secrets. I don't like it. Who did you come across at your last party? At my last party, I remember my party, it was a kind of a wedding where I came across a lot of my relatives, not only my sister's side, our side, but also my nephew's bride sides, right, or my nephew's wife's side. Actually, they are very interesting people, and we had a lot of talk, laugh, a lot of games. Yeah, that was marvelous. It impressed me deeply. Now you have my answers, and following this answer you can answer all of this question. I wish you all the best. Bye bye.